Good morning to all. The topic which we are going to discuss is Planck's law of radiation. According to classical physics, black body radiation was not explained. By using Rayleigh-Jean's law and Weir's displacement law, this was explained but not in the whole range. For that, Max Planck, he introduced a law of radiation for the whole range of radiation. We'll see one by one. Planck's hypothesis: a black body chamber is filled up not only by radiation but also with simple harmonic oscillators. Those oscillators are called harmonic oscillators or resonators. The frequency of radiation emitted by an oscillator is the same as that of frequency of its vibration. An oscillator cannot emit energy in a continuous manner but in a discrete manner called quantum. If an oscillator is vibrating with a frequency nu, it can radiate in quantas of magnitudes h nu. So, En is equal to nh nu, that can also be written as n energy. The emission of radiation corresponds to a decrease in absorption to an increase in the energy and amplitude of an oscillator. Here we'll see the Planck's law of radiation. The statement of Planck's law of radiation is that the energy density of heat radiation emitted from an enclosure at temperature T in the wavelength range, that is lambda to lambda plus d lambda, is given by E lambda d lambda is equal to 8 by hc divided by lambda to the power 4 exponential of h nu by kt minus 1 into d lambda. Here h is Planck's constant, c is speed of light, k is Boltzmann constant, and T is temperature of the enclosure. Now we'll move on to the derivation part of laws of radiation by Max Planck. Assume that a black body consists of an energy by a large number of atomic oscillators. So, average energy E bar is equal to total energy E divided by number of oscillators, that is M. Here we can see the image. Here where N is 0, we are having the energy is also 0. Where N is equal to 1, the energy is h nu. N is equal to 2 h nu. Likewise, we are having a continuous energy level in a discrete manner. Here we'll have the number of atomic oscillators in ground state, that is N naught. From Maxwell's law, we know N is equal to N naught exponential minus epsilon n by kt. Substitute the values of N naught as 1, 2, 3, and for energy case E0, E1, E2, E3 and so on. First, we'll see the number of oscillators, that is N is equal to N naught exponential minus E naught by kt plus N naught exponential minus E1 by kt plus N naught exponential minus E2 by kt and so on. Simplify it, we'll get the equation like N is equal to N naught divided by 1 minus x. This is from the binomial series. For case of energy, we have the total energy capital E is equal to E naught N naught plus E1 N1 plus E2 N2. Substitute the values of E naught E1 E2 and also N1 N naught N1 N2. We get x is equal to E is equal to h nu N naught x plus 2 h nu N naught x squared plus 3 h nu N naught x to the power cube. Simplify it, we get E is equal to h nu N naught x divided by 1 minus x squared. This is also by using the binomial series. By using binomial series, we have derived what is N naught and what is E. Substitute the values of total energy and number of oscillators in the average energy equation. We get average energy is equal to total energy divided by number of oscillators. So, total energy is h nu N naught x divided by 1 minus x squared, and number of oscillators is N naught divided by 1 minus x. Simplify the equation, we get E bar is equal to h nu x divided by x into 1 minus x, 1 by x minus 1. Here substitute the value of x as e to the power minus h nu by kt. So we have energy bar, average energy is equal to h nu divided by 1 by exponential of minus h nu by kt minus 1. So, E bar is equal to h nu divided by exponential of h nu by e to the power kt minus 1. Here we'll see the number of oscillators per unit volume in the wavelength range, that is lambda and lambda plus d lambda is given by 8 pi d lambda divided by lambda to the power 4. The energy density of radiation between wavelengths lambda and d lambda is given by E lambda, that is number of oscillators per unit volume in the interval lambda and d lambda into average energy of the oscillator. So E lambda d lambda is equal to 8 pi d lambda divided by lambda to the power 4 into average energy, that is h nu divided by exponential of h nu by kt minus 1. So simplify the equation, we get E lambda d lambda is equal to 8 pi hc divided by lambda to the power 5 into 1 divided by exponential of h nu by kt minus 1. This expression represents the Planck's law of radiation in terms of wavelength. In terms of frequency also we can have, where frequency nu is equal to c by lambda and d nu is equal to c d lambda divided by lambda squared, where d nu is differentiation of nu value, that is frequency value. Substitute this values in the Planck's law, we get E nu is equal to 8 pi h nu cube divided by c cube into 1 divided by exponential of h nu by kt minus 1. This equation represents Planck's law of radiation in terms of energy. In terms of wavelength we have seen. Now we have seen the Planck's law of radiation in terms of frequency. Here we are going to deduce the Wien's displacement law and Rayleigh-Jean's law from the Max Planck's equation. That is, when lambda is small, nu is very large. So h nu by kt is greater than 1 and e to the power h nu by kt is larger than 1. So this 1 can be neglected. So the equation becomes E lambda is equal to h pi hc 8 pi hc divided by lambda to the power 4 into 1 divided by e to the power h nu by kt. This law is called Wien's displacement law. Therefore Planck's law reduces to Wien's displacement law for smaller wavelength. In the same way we can deduce the Rayleigh-Jean's law for longer wavelengths also. So lambda is very large, nu is very small. So this value becomes e to the power h nu by kt is equal to 1 plus h nu by kt. Substitute in the equation and simplify it, we get exponential E lambda is equal to 8 pi kt divided by lambda to the power 4. This is called Rayleigh-Jean's law. Here Planck's law reduced to Rayleigh-Jean's law for longer wavelength. From this we can see Max Planck's law of radiation holds good for longer wavelength as well as shorter wavelength. In this we have seen Max Planck's law of radiation with the derivation of it. Thank you.